It's Scott Cuthbert of the Independence Patriots. Scott, back in fourth game, another late inning win.
Yeah, we survived. I mean, this time of year, that's the most important thing. We survived. Anytime you get in the loser's bracket, if you can just advance, you're doing good. Probably, I thought Chance pitched really good there.
He really did.
He had trouble early, the first inning. To only give up one run, I thought was key. They got the first two guys on, and it looked like we was in trouble. So we was able to So that was big.
Right.
And then, late Levi, I thought did a good job coming in relief. It was a tough situation to come in because they had all the momentum, and he was able to get us out. And then, the two big licks there in the bottom of the seventh, and I think it was the eighth, wasn't it?
The eighth one, Deegan got his, seventh when Cole hit his,
Big at bats there, and that's what you got to have this time of year.
They walked Cole with the bases loaded. It almost seemed like they didn't want to pitch to him there, but I think Josh said, we came here to win, like in 2015 when we came in won our first section or whatever. Then in the seventh, they pitched to him. You surprised that he saw anything? Did he hit there?
No, well, he was the first batter up that inning.
Right.
So no, I mean, that's a little different situation. The worst damage he could do was tie. So, I mean, I could understand that. I thought, I knew they weren't going to give him nothing good with the bases loaded at one inning.
I think it was Levi that got on for you ahead of Deegan.
Yeah, he took the wall.
How big was that?
Anytime you can get them guys on and then, be able to get him to second. Even though Deegan hit a ball that we probably could score on from first with Levi.
Maybe you don't know that.
It makes it much easier that way. So, because I'm sitting there trying to figure out whether we try to steal here or not and take the bat out of their hands if he gets thrown out. But, it worked out for us. It'd be for either whoever did lose that game, it was going to be a tough loss.
Well, I think Deegan said he felt like he was due. I mean, if Levi would have hit one out, that would have been great too. But you must have thought if we can get him on and get to Deegan and maybe Cole, we got a chance.
Yeah, anytime you get people on, the top has been pretty hot for us all year. At different times, and it's been different ones. All three of them has done a really good job this year. Levi has really came on lately.
Yeah.
He had a big night last night as well. So offensively, that's
he's
kind of our catalyst.
20 in May, so that's
he's really improved. And then we're getting a little better in the bottom at times. In the middle has done decent. So if we could ever put it all together, but we're running out of bodies too at the same time. We got another one hurt tonight, so we got to try to figure out how we can put defense with the pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, that was a big at bat by Colson too.
He got a big hit, and early to tie it up.
That was when he got hurt, wasn't it? On that.
Yeah, he slid into second. He's basically been the center fielder for the last 2 years too. So we had to move some bodies around, and we had to throw some kids in there. And when you only got 12 or 13, that makes it tough.
You guys have won 10 of the last 11 against these guys. You won 5 in a row now. I think it's 15-2 since 17. You've had a lot of success against them. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, it comes and goes. There was a period there where, they had our number there a while back when they, in the early 15, 16.
When they went to the state tournament, championship game.
It kind of goes in cycles a little bit. Just like, we got a tough one tomorrow, so to see if we can do something different.
East tomorrow?
They're real solid. I mean, the first 4 or 5 really swing the bat good. They run well. They're well coached. So, we have to play a complete game tomorrow. Last night, we played really well. We had kind of one bad inning, and it snowballed on us a little bit. We're not good enough to afford to do that against them. We have to be able to throw strikes and make some plays in the field.
You feel like Cole was like the team? He wasn't going to let this team lose. I mean,
he played really well. I mean, tonight I thought he played real hard.
Those guys are getting down to the end. I just
that's what I told him. I was like, this is your last. I said, enjoy it, but have fun, but. There's no tomorrow for you.
Here, it wasn't it? I mean,
you're
going to be on the road the rest of the way.
Yeah, unless at least if we get to the regional, but we got to do one step at a time. Only thing we worry about is win tomorrow.
It's a swing to win to remember in your last home game.
Yeah. I never thought of that, but it was.
All right, Scotty, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.